Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a fascinating, high-stakes topic that routinely pops up in one of the toughest arenas out there, the UPSC interviews. Now, if you're gearing up for these exams, or honestly, even if you just love knowing the nitty-gritty of our national history, you know that precision is everything. Examiners aren't just checking what you know, they want to see how clearly you know it. And today, we're going to break down a super specific, highly nuanced detail that catches almost everyone completely off guard. So here's the question. What is the exact difference between flying the flag on August 15th and January 26th? Now, on the surface, that sounds like a total trick question, right? To a casual observer, a flag flying in the sky looks like, well, a flag flying in the sky. You see those vibrant colors, you hear the national anthem, and it all kind of feels like the exact same ceremony. But the second you sit in that interview chair and treat these two dates as identical, boom, you've made a critical error. Let's look at just how common this mistake actually is. 90%. Listen closely to this because, according to our source data, 90% of highly educated aspirants actually fail to answer this question correctly. That's right, 9 out of 10 heavily prepared candidates stumble right here. They completely blur the lines between the two dates and the very specific actions tied to them. So, our goal for the rest of this explainer is to make sure you are in that top 10%. We're going to permanently untangle these facts so you literally never confuse them again. Part 1. August 15. The mechanics of independence. So the absolutely crucial point here comes down to terminology, which is rooted in a very specific physical action. While most of us are honestly just waiting to sing the anthem, or let's be real, waiting for those sweets at the end, there is a highly specific physical movement happening that's just incredibly easy to miss. On August 15th, the tricolor flag actually starts at the bottom of the flagpole. During the ceremony, it's actively pulled from the bottom, traveling all the way up to the top of the pole before it's finally allowed to catch the wind. This exact physical act, pulling the flag upward from below, is officially called flag hoisting, or in Hindi, Dhwajarohan. It's an active ascending motion, and trust me, that upward motion is definitely no accident. There is a deeply powerful historical metaphor at play here. Why does the flag travel upward? Well, because on August 15th, 1947, India officially broke free from colonial rule. The nation became independent. So the physical journey of the tricolor going up that pole serves as a really vivid visual representation of the rise of a newly independent India. It is literally the birth and the elevation of a free nation, all captured in just one single symbolic gesture. To totally wrap our heads around August 15th, we also have to note exactly who is at the center of this action and where the whole shebang happens. On this day, it's the Prime Minister of India who performs the flag hoisting. And the location for this historic annual event? The iconic Red Fort. So for August 15th, your mental checklist needs to be super punchy. Bottom to top. Flag hoisting, 1947, Prime Minister, Red Fort. Lock those in. Part 2, January 26th, the Republic is born. Now, on January 26th, the mechanics of the flag ceremony are completely different. The flag is not pulled up from the bottom. Instead, the tricolor is already folded and tied securely right up at the very top of the pole before the ceremony even kicks off. When the big moment arrives, the knot is simply opened right there at the peak, which lets the flag wave freely in the breeze. Because there's zero upward travel involved here, the specific act is officially called flag unfurling. And again, we gotta look to history for the why. By January 26, 1950, India was already an independent nation, right? The country didn't need to symbolically rise from colonial rule on this day. That heavy lifting had already been done. Instead, this day marks the exact moment the Constitution of India was officially implemented, and India officially became a republic. Because the nation was already standing tall and free, the flag is already positioned at the top of the pole. It simply needs to be unfurled to celebrate the structural and constitutional foundation of the new republic. And just as the physical action changes, the key figures involved change up too. To complete your mental map here, you really just need to make two key substitutions. Swap the Prime Minister for the President, who unfurls the tricolor on this day. And swap the Red Fort for the Grand Republic Day ceremony. That's exactly where this specific event takes place. Part 3. The ultimate breakdown. All right, here is your master key for that UPSC interview question. On one side, we have August 15th. The flag goes up, which is flag hoisting, performed by the Prime Minister at the Red Fort. On the flip side, we have January 26th. The flag is already up at the top, which is flag unfurling, performed by the President at the Republic Day ceremony. Side by side, the logic is just impeccable. Independence Day is all about the rise of the nation. Republic Day is about the established nation celebrating its constitution. I think this perfectly illustrates why just rote memorization isn't going to cut it. You really have to understand the mechanics and the history behind these actions. As our source material points out, mastering these exact facts is absolutely non-negotiable for serious aspirants. Consider this a bit of a mentor's tip. Make sure you keep digging into these kinds of crucial UPSC insights, because honestly, it's exactly this level of detail that separates the top 10% from the rest of the pack. Which brings us to a final thought I want to leave you with today. We've seen that 90% of highly trained candidates can easily get completely tangled up in these profound, yet kind of basic details of our national ceremonies. But this isn't just about passing an exam. If future administrative officers struggle to articulate this, what's our responsibility as everyday citizens? Shouldn't we all deeply understand the difference between our nation's rise to independence and the unfurling of its republic? Think about that the next time you see the tricolor flying in the sky. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and definitely keep focused on the details.